Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, this is our first workshop for permutation and combination, and particularly in this session we are going to discuss the problems or the concepts behind the problems based on shortest path, right? From the initial point to final point, maybe 2D figures, maybe 3D figures, we have to find out the number of ways from a point to other point, right? And before coming to this workshop, you should have attended the basic sessions of permutation and combination, so you feel comfortable in this session, right? And have your paper and pen with you and just note down the points that you find new to you, and let's begin the session. Friends, I'm solving here a query sent by a student, a problem based on permutation and combination. Now, there is a framework of a cuboid of length 6, breadth 5 and height 7. The cuboid is only composed of skeleton of 210 cubes of side 1. An insect is on one corner of the cube and it wants to travel to the opposite corner of the longest diagonal. It can only travel along the sides of the small cubes and it always takes the shortest possible ways, right? And we have to find out the number of choices insect have. See, this sort of problems are frequently asked in CAT exams. See, this is a 3D figure, that's a cuboid, right? First of all, we understand this concept by taking a 2D figure, right? Just wait for a moment. Now, first of all, understand this concept with a 2D figure. So, this is point A and this is point B. Now, we have to start from point A and we have to reach point B. Now, the shortest possible ways we have to select and we have to find out how many number of ways are there, right? I just put up one example. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. In all, 13 steps are taken minimum from A to B. Okay, and out of these 13, how many are horizontal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are horizontal and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 are vertical, right? Other ways also you can take this. So you are starting from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So this is also the same number of steps. So in all, from A to B, in all there will be 13 steps. Now, but this 13 steps can be in various manners. Now, see, there will be always 6 horizontal steps and 7 vertical steps. So there are two methods of solving this problem. Listen to me carefully. 6 horizontal steps, 7 vertical steps, right? And in all total 13 steps. Now the first method, out of 13 steps, you choose any 6 ways, any 6. These are horizontal ways. So corresponding vertical ways will automatically be selected. So your final answer of number of ways from A to B will be 13, say 6, right? You are selecting 6 horizontal steps. So corresponding vertical steps will automatically be selected. Or you can select 7 vertical steps. So 6 horizontal steps will be correspondingly automatically selected, right? So either this or this. Coincidentally, both of them are having the same value and it is but obvious also. Number of ways cannot be changed, right? So 13C6 or 13C7. This is one way. What we are doing, out of the total 13 steps, we are selecting 6 horizontal steps and corresponding all vertical step will be selected. So that is 13C6 are the number of ways. Other ways, what you can do, see whatever the number, the person has to move from A to B. He is taking 6 horizontal steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 vertical steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Maybe the order of horizontal and vertical can be changed. You can see horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, and finally it is horizontal, vertical, vertical, right? Then horizontal, 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 vertical, vertical, vertical. Maybe order can be this way also. Okay, so horizontal and vertical order can be changed, but in all there will be 13 steps and 6 horizontal and 7 vertical steps. So what you can do, you can assume this to be a 13-letter word. a 13-letter word. Now how many ways, forget this question, in how many ways can you arrange this 13-letter word? So that's 13 factorial divided by repetition. 6 times h is there, so 6 factorial, by 6 factorial you will divide, and 7 times v is there, so by 7 factorial also you will divide, right? Now we convert this movement question to this arrangement of the letters question. Okay, so it's a 13-letter word, can be arranged in these many ways. All the letters, if they are rearranged, you will be getting these many words. And this is nothing but 13C6 or 13C7. Right? See, whatever the way you choose to solve the problem, whether this or this, you should be conceptually clear. That's the thing. And that's only the important point. Now you might have understood the method for a 2D figure. The same funda we have to apply for a 3D figure. Right? Here I have given you a picture of a 3D figure, a cuboid. The dimension of this cuboid and the given cuboid are different, but the concept will remain same. Right? Now the insect has to start from this point and it has to reach this point. Right? Now what are the steps that it has to take? What are the number of steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps in this direction, then 4 steps in this direction and 3 steps in this direction. These are actually dimensions of this cuboid, 7, 4 and 3. So in all, in this particular cuboid, if it has to reach from this place to this place, it has to cover up 7 plus 4, 11 and 3, 14 steps. Now among these, from these 14 steps, 7 are corresponding to length, 4 are corresponding to breadth and 3 are corresponding to height, right? So in all, 7 plus 4 plus 3, 14 steps. Now the same funda we will be using, right? 7 times it is corresponding to length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 times corresponding to breadth and 3 times corresponding to height. Now again you are having a 14-letter word and you have to find out the different number of ways to arrange these letters. So how many words you'll be able to make? So how many? 14 factorial by 7 factorial into 4 factorial into 3 factorial. 7 factorial because L is repeated for the 7 time, B is repeated for the 4 times, so it is 4 factorial, H is repeated for the 3 times, so it's 3 factorial. So in all, from this position to this position, if we have to see the shortest possible length, so how many number of ways will be there? 14 factorial by 7 into 4 into 3, this one. Right? The same funda we have to apply here. The dimensions are different, otherwise the logic is same. Here in this case 6 plus 5, 11 and 7, 18 factorial divided by 6 factorial, 5 factorial and 7 factorial. Okay. In the previous case, the insect has to reach from this point to this point, right? So that is 7 horizontal and 4 vertical, right? In this case, it has to cross this 3 more steps. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, the procedure will remain same. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So the first question, find the number of choices insect have that we have found out. This 18 factorial by 6, 5 and 7 factorial. Now the second question, let me extend it. If the insect suddenly realizes that one of the faces on opposite side of the cuboids having maximum area has been sprayed with pesticide, due to which the insect cannot reach the original destination. If the insect still wants to reach the opposite end of the longest diagonal row possible, then how many ways can it do so? So let's try this. Now what is happening over here? See, the cuboids having maximum area has been spread with pesticides. Now the face which we are having over here is having the maximum area will be of the face 6 by 7, right? 6 by 7. And the dimension of this cuboid is 6 by 7 by 5. Now we have to reduce the dimension to find out once again the longest diagonal which is possible. So what we'll do? Will reduce this one step, will reduce this one step, and this will remain same because there is no problem with height. It can be same. right? So this is the dimensions of the new cuboid, and number of ways 6 plus 5, the same method we will be using that we have used earlier. 5 and 5 10 and 6 16 factorial by 5 factorial into 6 factorial into 5 factorial. So these are the possible number of ways for this particular case. Okay. Now let's discuss some more problems based on shortest path. Now see this similar problem. An ant is standing at the top right corner of a chessboard and wants to move to the bottom left corner by walking only along the edges of the square. In how many ways can it do so, covering the minimum possible distance? The same way, there are 8 horizontal and 8 vertical steps, right? So in all it has to take 16 steps, 8 horizontal, so dividing by 8 factorial, 8 vertical, divide by 8 factorial, as simple as that, because there is no other condition mentioned over here. Okay, so 16 factorial by 8 factorial by 8 factorial, or 16C8, whatever you understand, right? 8 horizontal steps, if you choose, corresponding 8 vertical steps will be chosen automatically. Okay, so anyways you can go. Now this question, now I'm sure you can very well answer this question in the figure given below. What is the number of the shortest paths along the grid from A to B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horizontal step, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 vertical steps, right? So how many ways will be there? 10 factorial by 6 factorial into 4 factorial, or we can say 10C6 or 10C4. Okay, now let's bring some variation into this sort of problems. Now here we are having a grid with us, A, P, B, Q, some points M, K, N are there. Various routes we have to find out in this question. So let's take the simplest one. How many shortest routes will be there from A to B? A to B. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 horizontal steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertical steps. 8 horizontal, 5 vertical. So in all 13 steps, 13 factorial, divide by 8 factorial, divide by 5 factorial. So these are the total number of possible ways to reach B from A. That is the shortest possible ways. This is a simple question. Now let's twist it. Now suppose we have to go to P to Q, but via X. Okay, via K. P to Q via K. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to reach P to K. Now how many steps will be there? 1, 2, 3. 3 horizontal and 1, 2, 2 vertical, right? So the same way 5 steps are there, and 5 factorial, 3 horizontal, 2 vertical. So these are the number of ways from P to X, K, right? So this is what? 5C3. Now from K to Q, how many ways will be there? 1, 2, 3, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 horizontal, right? So in all 8 ways, out of them 3 horizontal, or you can say 5 vertical, whatever. See here 3 vertical, so 8C3 or 8C5, that the same, right? So first of all P to K, that's 5C3, and then K to Q, that's 8C3, right? So this is the answer from P to Q via K. P to Q, but K has to be there. So this is the answer for that. Getting my point? And I'm sure you are finding it simple as well. Now we have to go the third, A to Q via N, right? So first of all we have to go to N. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 horizontal step, 1, 2, 3, 3 vertical step. So in all 7 step, or we can say 7C3, or 7 factorial by 3 factorial, 4 factorial, right? Now we have to go to Q. So 1, 2, 2 vertical step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 horizontal step. So that's 6C2. 6C2 or 6C4, the value will remain same, that you must be knowing, right? So these are the total number of possible shortest way from A to Q via N. Okay. Now similarly you can make other ways also, maybe A to M, then M to B, A to M and M to B. Same way you can proceed, A to M, then M to Q, A to M, then P, whatever, right? So all the ways are possible by this method, right? All the questions can be solved easily. And suppose the question is asked, you have to go to A to B via X and then you have to come back, right? Via X, here it's K, sorry, I write it X only. So A to B via X and you have to come back, right, via X from B to A. That means first of all you have to go from A to X, then X to B, and then just square it, because again to come back the same way will be, the number of the ways will be same, right? So A to X, X to B, and then square it. I just write it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horizontal, 1, 2, 2 vertical, right? So 7C2, okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C3, and square of this, right? Because that is A to X, then X to B, then same will be B to X, then X to A. Okay, I hope you are getting me. Now the next question is, in this network, suppose this is one place, this is one place, maybe this is a temple, maybe this is a school, and we have to start from A and we have to reach B, and we have to visit both the places, right? Not necessarily in any order, but we have to visit both the places, school and temple, both of them, right? So how many ways will be there? See, the path can be designed as, first of all we go to A to X, then X to N, then N to B. So that A to X, then X to N, then N to B. Or what we can do, A to N, to N, then N to X, and then B, right? So let's find out the number of steps in each case. If both of them are equal, then both of them will be providing the shortest path. So first of all, let's go for A to X. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then N, 8, 9, then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So in this case, 15 steps are there. And in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In both the cases, 15 steps are there. So in this case, you can go this way, then this way, then this way, or this way, or this way, right? So these are the number of possible ways that we have to find out. But in both the cases, 15 steps are there, and then they are bare minimum steps. Okay, if you have to cross both the things, if you have to visit N and X, both the places. Okay. So first of all, let's go to A to X. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7C2, right? Either 7C5 or 7C2. That's A to X. Then X to N, 1, 2. 2C1, 1 horizontal, 1 vertical. Then from N to B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 vertical, 4 horizontal. Okay, so these are the number of ways from A to X or to N to B, or A to N. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7C, and this is 3 vertical. Or N to X, that's further 2C1, and X to B. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 horizontal, 3 vertical. Okay. So you can take AXNB or ANXB. That means both of them will be added because both of them are mutually exclusive events. Okay, either this or this, right? So just solve it. 7C2, that is 21 into 2, 6C2, 6 5s are 30 by 2, 15. and plus 7c3, that is 7 into 6 into 5 by 6. So that's 35 into 2, 6 into 5 into 4 by 6. So that's 20. So these are the possible number of ways for this particular question. Okay. I hope you are getting me now. Now let's take a problem from CAT 2008 based on the similar concept. The figure shows the plan of a town. The streets are at right angles to each other. A rectangular park P is situated inside the town with a diagonal road running through it. There is also a prohibited region in the town, that's T. Okay, now the first question is, Neelam rides her bicycle from her house A to her office B, taking the shortest path. Then the number of possible shortest path that she can choose. Obviously the shortest path will involve this area, because from this point to this point diagonal will be having the shortest length instead of this plus this, right? So first of all she will be going from A to this point, right? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 horizontal, 2 vertical. So that's 4C2. Then this is single way, obviously, and then from this point to B. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 horizontal, 2 vertical. So 6C2 or 6C4. So these are the total number of possible ways from A to B and via this park. Okay, and we are talking about the shortest possible ways over here. So let's calculate this. So 4C2, that's 6 into 1 into 6C2 will be 6 5s are 30 by 2, 15. So that's 15 into 6, 90 ways will be there. Okay. So pretty simple problem, and a problem from CAT 2008 it was. The other part of this problem is Neelam rides her bicycle from house A to her club at C. Okay. Via B, taking the shortest path, then the number of possible shortest path she can choose is. Now listen to me carefully. From A to B we have already calculated. In all there are 90 ways. So that 90 is there for sure. After that, the other thing, from B to C, right? Now if she goes via this corner, so there's just one way, right? Just one way for the shortest path. Okay, or just this, or the other ways is first of all she go to this corner, she goes to this corner. That means she has to cross like how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she has to cross this 6 by 1 this grid, right? So how many ways will be there? 6. And then from this point to this point, right? 1 by 1 grid is 1 or 2 steps, either this way or this way or this way, right? So 6 ways from this point to this point, then 2 ways from this point to this point. So in all 12 ways are there. So 12 and this is 1, 13, right? This one is from B to C via this corner, and the 12 ways from B to D this corner, then from D to C, right? So in all there are 12 ways. Okay, so and plus 1, this is extra. So in all 13 ways, I'm sorry. So 90 into 13, that is 1170. Okay, so that's the correct answer. Apart from that, if you have already got this answer, that's 90 will be the shortest number of ways from A to B, and some other number will be multiplied. So your answer must be definitely multiple of 90, right? So that we have option this and this. Obviously 630 cannot be the correct answer, because we can see more than 7 ways from B to C. So that's something more than that, and only one option left with us, that's 1170. And procedure also I have already mentioned. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the problem of shortest path, I guess now. Now see this. If a straight road is built joining M and N, then find the number of shortest route from A to B. The grid is shown over here from A to B, and there is a straight road that is joining M to N. Okay. So shortest path will be, first of all, reach to M, A to M, so that's 2 horizontal, 2 vertical. So 4C2, then from M to N, one way, then from N to B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 steps. So 4 horizontal, 2 vertical, so 6C2. So these are the total number of possible ways from A to B, and we have to find out the number of shortest routes. Okay, so we'll take this M to N direct route into consideration. Okay, because that will be shorter than M to this to this, and this. Okay. So, good number of problems based on the shortest path we have discussed in this session. We'll be taking some new concept in our next workshop. So, do revise this session and get ready for the next one. Bye-bye.